Oh, crap. Crap. Shoot. Shoot.
This is another pretty fascinating character.
Yeah. Okay. What a... Any tips,
So
Mike?
now this is Nightwing?
This is Nightwing.
Okay.
So he's Damian Wayne. So there's been a bunch of Robins. There's been
So this is like Bruce Wayne's actual son,
yes, he's
right?
Bruce Wayne's actual biological son. I got him. Nice. So there's a bunch of Robins. Like the first Robin was Dick Grayson. Then it was Jason
Who
Todd.
he killed, correct?
Yes, he killed him in the prequel comics for Injustice 1. And they bring it up in the game, in the first one. It was kind of by accident. Like, he didn't mean to. He threw it, but, like, Superman and Batman were kind of going at it with each other. And then Damian threw a baton at Dick because he was just kind of pissed. He didn't mean to, but what happened is Dick kind of fell backwards and broke his neck on, like, against the rubble. So... that kind of like ended relationships with like Bruce and Damian. But Damian is the son of Bruce and and who is it? Talia al Ghul, who is the daughter of Raz. A bunch of different people say it differently.
So this one's the fourth one, right?
This is actually, I think, the 6th Robin.
Holy crap! There's been 6.
Yes. Who? Crap. I think I got this. Nice.
Nice.
Who is it? So there was Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, and then I think it's Carrie Kelly from The Dark Knight Returns. I can't remember her entire name. She was only in one comic, and I should know this. Double KO?
Oh, it looked like it.
Crap. Almost. And then there was Stephanie Brown, who was Robin for like 2 comics. And then I think it was Damian Wayne. He's like the 4th like male Robin, but there's been a couple others for him.
Who do you think the best one was?
My favorite's Dick. I like all of them for different reasons because eventually, who is it? Jason Todd, like, he was killed by the Joker and called Death of the Family. And what they ended up doing is they ended up bringing him back as the Red Hood.
That's right. I forgot about the Red Hood.
And they kind of brought him back from the dead, and he's kind of like this. He's kind of like the Punisher in a way. Like, he sees things like, no, villains need to die. Like, he's still on the side of good, but him and Batman just don't see eye to eye in a lot of ways because of that. Because Batman won't kill. That's why that's why Batman vs Superman bugged me so much. It's like, that's one of the admirable things about Batman. Like, is it unrealistic? Yes. Like, you're never gonna be able to save everyone. And then some of the movies, he has not saved people, and they've died in the like process, like in Batman Begins. But in general, like, Batman just doesn't kill people, and it really bothered me on a fundamental level that Zack Snyder's just like, nah, screw this. He's just gonna kill people. Like, he murdered people in Gotham, like, just no question, especially like that fight scene. And there's been instances where Batman's killed, but for the most part, the status quo is that he doesn't kill people. Like, that's just it.
Oh.
And that's why he has such a moral conflict with Damian. Because Damian went over to Superman's side because he was raised by the League of Assassins. And he was taught from a very young age, it's like, no, you just kill the bad guys. You don't give them a second chance. You don't give them, any time to recover and do something bad again. It's like, no, you take them out, and then they're just gone, and then you don't have to worry about them anymore. And Jason Todd kind of does like the same thing. He's a Punisher type vigilante.
And that was the second one, correct?
Huh? That was the second one, yes.
Okay.
But he was so disliked, they had a contest to see whether his
I
character would be
remember
alive.
reading about this. Yeah.
It was like in the 80s, I think, when that comic happened.
And it didn't pass by that many votes, did it?
No, it was like 60 votes or something like that. Freaking Richard Nixon. This is all Chris's
Now
fault.
that you said that,
When we
yeah,
started
now
this,
that it's been said,
when we
like,
started this game, it was just like him just saying like, that looks like Richard Nixon's like,
yep, and right there I was like, yeah, I won't be able to.
I'll never be able to not see that.
Yep, it's always gonna be there now.
Oh crap.
Just like the lips, when you said the lips about Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I'm like, oh
That
my
was an
God.
awkward scene for sure. Ooh, so she's got a little bit of a Shoryuken. But it's like straight up. Whoa!
Where did that come from?
That was just a banister that was hanging up.
Oh, okay, you just pulled it down.
I gotta use my superpowers more often. Crap. Now, I'm used to like Street Fighter where there's like EXs and stuff like that, but it doesn't seem like you do that in this. Like, you kind of do a move, and then you can cancel with your bar to like chain into other moves.
Yeah, that's like more of my fighter kind of game.
Yeah. Like, were you into the Mortal Kombat games? Because this is
A little
made by
bit, but
Studio.
that was like the N64, I think, was like one of the last ones I was really playing.
Yeah.
I remember the old ones on like Super Nintendo. I can't remember which Mortal Kombat that was.
Who was your favorite character to play as?
Oh man, there's so many of them. I like Sub-Zero probably the best out of all of them.
I like Sub-Zero. Like, I was not allowed to play those games though when I was a kid. So I don't know about your parents, but my parents were super religious, so they would not let me play like really gory stuff.
I remember that was like an argument trying to get that game. That was definitely one of the harder games to get.
My mom would not let me have that stuff. Was there like any games for you that you couldn't play? Like, I couldn't play, like, for a long time I couldn't play shooters. I couldn't play like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, when I was really young, shooters are definitely like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Like, I know for me, like, I couldn't play GTA, and all my friends would be like, "Oh, have you played GTA?" It's like, Mom won't let me play that game.
Yeah, GTA was another one.
And like, so I never played the original GTA's. Nice.
I think the first GTA I actually played was Vice City. I think that was the first one I
Vice
actually
City?
played. Yeah.
I actually downloaded that for the phone, and I played a little bit of it, but the phone controls were really bad, so I never really got too far into it.
Dude, I got so much into, like, I loved Street Fighter 4 when it came out. I mean, that one was sick. And then I downloaded the phone app. It's so limited on characters. There's only like maybe 8 characters or something like that. And then I was just trying to click the button for the alt.
Yeah.
And my brother actually showed me you can literally just hit your life bar and it automatically does the ult for you. And I thought that was so cheap, man.
Yeah, it is. So it looks like that one move is just like, she can just do a cross up, just like no problem. But it looks like this Superman's got my number. Okay, I think I got him. Confirm? No.
Oh, it was so close.
Okay. But yeah, I wasn't allowed to play Mortal Kombat. I wasn't too interested in them. But it still was one of those things where it's like, there was a lot of things I couldn't do. Like Power Rangers I wasn't allowed to watch until I was like 10 or something like that, or 11. Whereas like most people are kind of growing out of Power Rangers at that point.
That series probably sent so many kids, so many kids to the hospital, dude.
Oh yeah.
The kids just going outside beating the shit out of each other because of Power
I
Rangers.
can do it! Billy, you can't jump off that roof! I can do it! No! Nice. Oh.
The other fighting game I really liked was Killer Instinct. I haven't played the newest one. I heard good stuff about it.
Yeah, I want to play that too. I haven't. Maybe we'll have to do. Oh, is he got to get confirmed?
Oh.
Shit. I think I'm gonna live, but I don't know.
I think you're still good.
It's gonna be one.
Do you have a Clash left?
I have a Clash, but I can't remember how to do it. No.
Dang.
I can't remember which buttons initiate the Clash. I think it's R1 and L1, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I should have clashed. That probably could have been the difference. He got my health back, because there's nothing he could have done. He just used his super. But yeah, all those bloody games, not able. There was a game for the N64. Do you remember? It was like you fought a bunch of bugs. It was a game by Rare. I can't remember it.
Game by Rare. I don't know what.
You were like a boy and a girl, and they were like blue. And they were like Space Marines or something like that.
Kinda, but I don't think I ever played that one.
So like,
I remember seeing it. I used to have like, I used to go down to the store and get, what was it, Game Informer magazines and stuff like that.
Game Informer. God, I miss getting those things. Crap.
I actually have some super old ones too, like where they were talking about bringing out like, I don't even know if it was Game Informer, but they were talking about bringing out like Tomb Raider for PlayStation 2 and like super old ones like that.
I remember my brother was notorious for collecting stuff like that. Like, he would just keep magazines for years. And I remember opening, like, when you had to move them one time, I was looking through some, and it's really fun to kind of go back to those old magazines and think of what they thought was going to happen. Like, there was a couple right before the Wii came out, and, like, people doubting the Wii's, like, capabilities and stuff like that, like it's going to be popular or whatnot. And then after the mass success.
I actually was one that did not think the Wii was going to do that great at all, dude.
Really?
I didn't think it was going to be that great.
I didn't think it was going to be that good either, and then as soon as I played it, I was like, oh, okay, I kind of see what they're going with now.
Yeah, after I played it, I was like, hooked, bro.
I feel like that's the same way for the Switch. I want to get a Switch. I'd love to play through the new Legend of Zelda, but like it's sold out everywhere, and since I just had to buy a new phone, I'm going to have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, I heard that game was supposed to be incredible.
Yeah, everything I've heard about that game is a lot of fun. And I can't do anything. Ow. Okay. Crap. Come on. Roll. Get cheap. Crap. Why is his so much stronger?
Oh, it came down to
man.
the line again.
I should have done a cross up. I should have gone behind him and then like done it like mix up and see if I could have got him on the rebound. Okay. I like that his dad is just hanging out in like a cube behind him. Like, have you seen the original Superman movie from like the Richard Donner stuff?
I don't think so.
You should check it out. The first one's cool. And that was kind of like the first superhero film that really...
I remember seeing people like making fun of the one where he throws the cape. Was it Superman 3 or something like that?
Superman 3 and 4 don't exactly have the best reputations. Oh, looks like he gets like super red sunned up. Oof. 7. Ow. That's not nice, brother. I mean, cousin. Nice. Head check.
Still feeling that red sun?
Yeah, just a little bit.
So from Krypton, you have obviously these two characters, right?
Yeah.
But is there more? Like, I know they have like Superboy or some shit like that.
Yeah,
right?
so Superboy is actually a clone of Superman. He is the genetic...
Oh, he's a clone?
He's a clone. He's a clone created by Lex Luthor. He has both Superman and Lex Luthor's DNA. Because they found... shoot. When they found they did just pure Kryptonian, they couldn't clone it right, and they would just start craving mad. So, like, just like Bizarro, like, do you know him?
Bizarro, yeah.
Yeah, Bizarro is also a clone. He's like the example of like, this is what happens when you do full Kryptonian DNA. They're just kind of like screwed up. But if you give them a little bit of human DNA, they, you know, they kind of even out. They don't have all the powers of Superman, but he's strong enough. Like, Superboy's still pretty strong. Like, he can't fly, and he doesn't have heat vision, but he has the strength, and he has the durability.
So do they portray him more as like a good hero or a bad hero?
Yeah, Superboy's usually a good hero, but there's a bunch of different like evil Supermans. Like there's Cyborg Superman, who looks like Superman, but he's not actually Superman, but he's like a mega powerhouse. And then there's like another Superboy. There's like Superboy Prime. So like the very first Superboy.
Oh, that would confuse the shit out of me.
It's super confusing. Like the first Superboy just was another person from Krypton. I think he was Clark Kent, like he's just an alternate universe Clark Kent, but he, unlike Superman, he didn't have weaknesses. So Krypton was completely evaporated, so there was no kryptonite. There's no weaknesses for him. Magic didn't hurt him. None of the normal things that you can use to stop Superman didn't matter. And he was also just ridiculously powerful. He was like, he could like tow planets, he could do whatever he wanted, but he was only like in one-off story. So then Jeff Johns, around I think the 2000s, when he started working for DC Comics, he decided to make Superboy Prime, who kind of is doing what Superman's doing in this, where he kind of goes off the rails, and he started as a good character, but through circumstances, he kind of lost his way.
Just kind of goes the other side and stuff.
Yeah, but then there's a couple other ones. There's like Power Girl, who's
I like
an
how it says
alternate universe.
don't walk.
Don't walk. Hey, it's Dr. Fate.
Oh, we haven't seen him for a little while.
We haven't seen him for a while. All right, Kent, what you got for us? I can stare.
Oh shit, put the helmet on.
Come on, Fate. We need your help, man. Ooh.
Help me.
This is not good.
No.
No.
Please.
Why can't I stop this?
This
Why
is getting
won't you
deep.
let me fight back?
How could there be order if Brainiac wins? Humanity breeds chaos. Brainiac is order.
Brainiac's order.
Oh,
Who's
wow.
off his rocker? Jeez. Well, that explains why Naboo is not interfering
The others
with
are
this.
tackling the fleet. Shouldn't we
I mean,
be
they don't
involved?
always align with the like
Brainiac
what you want the
controls
good guys to
entire fleet
be.
from that skull
So
ship.
I guess he's
Take
out
him
of
down.
the game.
Because they're supposed to be like what? Just the best, for the Earth or whatever, right?
Best
Isn't
for
that
the universe, like
Okay,
best for
the
like
entire universe.
best for the entire universe. Because Naboo doesn't really care. He's an extra dimensional being. Like he doesn't actually really care about humans entirely. I guess Naboo sees this as clearing the plate, like getting rid of Superman, resetting the boundaries. Wait a minute, did they just beat the crap out of Superman?
They gave us an opening.
I guess she turned Clark to his
Locking on the
side,
skull ship.
to her side.
Maybe.
We were too busy jabber jawing that we forgot.
I think it was more like them teaming up to get this guy out the sky.
Yeah, and then we'll deal with the fallout later. I really like Brainiac's voice though. He voiced one of my favorite characters in Justice League called Question. If you ever watched Justice League Unlimited, you know who I'm talking about. He played the Reanimator in a 80s horror film. Ooh. Saving my life now?
I don't know if I know who it is.
You probably don't know. It's like an old cult film. So most people don't know about, but he has a really,
the harder we hit it, the
really
harder it
cool
hits
voice.
Oh, she's gonna mess everything up.
Yep, classic Kara. And now both Supermen are taken out. That's not good. That's not good at all. Free falling to our doom.
The Kryptonians are incapacitated.
Alright, so a little bit of thunder and a little bit of lightning, and you got 2 out of commission Kryptonians. Guess that didn't take very much. So it looks like he's trying to shrink Metropolis. Like he's just gonna blow up Earth. Or he's just gonna destroy it. I'm not really sure.
That was probably expensive. That was really expensive.
That was really expensive. We just built this city. We just rebuilt it. And now you're destroying it again. Thanks a lot, Brainiac. You giant dick.
Brainiac's boss, bro.
So I think what's happening is like he's taking that and now it's starting to crystallize inside of his like crystal jar or whatever he's gonna put that in. But we're gonna have to find out how our heroes survived next time. Bebop.
Boop. Dude, when was the last time we saw Flash?
I don't know. It's been a while. Like he was at the table, and they were all
That was like the
discussing
last
their
time
plan.
we really
Like,
saw him,
Aquaman
right?
and Flash and all those characters. Like we haven't seen them for a while.
That's
we
right,
kinda
Aquaman. I
went through
forgot about
Kara's
him
story
already.
where she's kind of just like debating on whether what's good and what's not. And it looks like she got Superman on our side, but we also took out like Nightwing and we took out Wonder Woman.
Yeah.